Hi, this is Paul from Outer Loop Coaching and OuterLoopCoaching.com, and I'm here to talk to you this week about what should you record when you're in the recording studio. Now, I know if you're sitting there thinking, Paul from Outer Loop Coaching, my songs, you dummy, of course that's what I'm going to record, my songs. Yeah, you're right, but guess what? That shouldn't be the only thing you're recording in the recording studio. Let's talk about your release assets. Your release assets are all the different things that you release to the world on social media, via email, everything you have access to. All the different things that you put out to the world in order to generate excitement in your release in the weeks leading up to release week. Those are release assets, and your time in the recording studio is an excellent time to capture a whole bunch of really great, exciting release assets. Imagine the documentary or biopic that they're going to make about the recording of your album or EP. No, I'm not kidding. Don't you wish that there had been cameras there when Nirvana recorded Bleach? Don't you wish that all of your favorite recordings just had a ton of footage about what was going on when they were recording that album or EP? The Making of The Wall by Pink Floyd is one of my favorite documentaries. And your next album or EP has to have a documentary about it. So don't sleep on it. Now, if you're going to be a filmmaker, imagine being the filmmaker about the making of your next album or EP. That person needs a ton of footage that they can use in the movie. All right, so if you're watching on YouTube, like, subscribe, comment down below what actor or actress plays your love interest in the biopic about your music business career. I want to know. And for bonus points, who plays the bassist? And if you're listening on the Managemental Podcast, visit the Outer Loop Records YouTube channel where you can comment down below. It'll be fun just to see who else puts down their ideas down there. All right, getting back to what you need to record while you're in the studio. Now, what you're saying, what should I record while I'm in the studio? Everything. Interviews, outtakes, incidental moments. Who's best at playing Mario Kart? What you ate. It doesn't matter. All that stuff is incredibly interesting to fans of your band. So record it. You don't know at what given moment something incredible is going to happen. You don't know when that one take, whether it be take 204, is going to be the one that captures something really special that you want to make sure is documented, even if you don't necessarily want to put it onto the album or EP. At least you're going to be recapturing the audio of it, but try to capture the video as well, which brings me to my next idea. You need video, you need audio, and you need photographs. I know that you should be focusing on your music while you're in the studio, right? So make sure that there's somebody else, some fan of the band, a family member, a friend, somebody who's going to be there while you're in the studio, capturing everything while you're there. And that will help you stay focused on what you're doing. And spend time in the weeks before you go to the studio having the camera on so everybody gets used to the idea. It can be very awkward and uncomfortable, especially when you're trying to give something special out of your soul and being really exposed while you're in the studio, which you have to be doing while you're recording your music, right? When you're doing that, it really can be uncomfortable to have a camera in your face all the time. So yes, there are some borders to this, but if you're used to it and everybody around you has gotten used to the idea, it will be much easier to cope with while in the studio. So record everything, but also prepare ahead of time in another way. Have some cover tunes prepared so that you can record those while you're in studio. They'll sound fantastic. They're great for YouTube videos and they're great for Spotify specials. You got to record them and record alternate takes, acoustic versions, a cappella versions, versions without this, version with that. Try it all, but prepare it all ahead of time so it doesn't gobble up all the time that you have in the recording studio. Remember, Time is money in the studio, so you want to be able to capture as much as possible during downtime or when it's just a great opportunity that you don't necessarily it will be otherwise unused time. If half the band is playing video games, half the band has just went off to Pizza Hut and you haven't seen them in a half a day, it's a great time to get whoever's still in the band, who's still in the studio, to be there to record something and make the most of your time. All right, so again, subscribe to the Managemental Podcast, subscribe to Outer Loop Records on YouTube. Go to outerloopcoaching.com, visit us there, get the free ebook and a ton of other great stuff. Emails every single week, sometimes multiple times. Again, I'm Paul from Outer Loop Coaching. It's been great talking with you. I'll talk to you next week. Next week is a great one. The album has been recorded. When's the release date? How long does it take between the time when you've recorded the album to release date? I'm going to give you the answer next week. I'll see you then.